Today's video, we're going to talk about some of the reasons you might want to avoid Quartzsite, Arizona. All right, let's get to those. Number one, the crowds. So the crowds are really overwhelming and can be a reason to sustain a little anxiety if you are a little socially challenged like myself. So in the month of January alone, let's talk about what's going on in Quartzsite in January alone. So we've got the WRTR, which I just attended. We've got the RTR, which stands for Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. This is an event that Bob Wells has been hosting for many years. And over the years, it has gotten to thousands and thousands and thousands of people. So it is an event where you have to find a parking spot, walk into the event itself, which is extremely crowded. And then you've got the RTR going. At the same time you have the RTR going, right down the street, you have Schoolie Palooza in Ehrenberg. Those are going on simultaneously. So Schoolie Palooza is a big event, obviously, school buses, but all different kinds of vehicles are welcome. They have different pockets if you like music, if you like quiet, if you have kids. It's a huge event in Ehrenberg, which is about 15 minutes down the road from Quartzsite towards California. So you've got that event. And then on the 20th of January starts the largest RV show in the country, the big RV show under the big tent in Quartzsite. Now this event draws thousands and thousands and thousands of people alone just for this one event also. Inside you'll find tons and tons of vendors. So crowded you cannot maneuver very well at all inside there. They have lots of RVs that you can look at, go in and tour. You can purchase an RV there. It is massive. And that again is on the 20th of January. So if you do not like crowds, you do not want to be in Quartzsite, Arizona in January, and that might be a reason to avoid. The second reason you should avoid Quartzsite, Arizona is the landscape. Landscape and terrain is extremely rocky, so most of it is all rock bed. So that could be challenging to a lot of people, walking on it, twisting your ankles, getting around. If you are physically challenged in that area, the landscape, the rock bed can be really difficult. And it can be cold in the mornings. It's down to 32 degrees. A lot of mornings very cold. And the wind. Quartzsite, Arizona can be so windy, gusts up to 50 to 60 miles an hour, blowing that desert dust over everything. And I mean everything. So maybe if you've got some breathing problems, some asthma going on, something like that, Quartzsite, Arizona may be a place you would want to avoid at all cost. All right, another reason people go to Quartzsite, Arizona that you might want to avoid is to shop. So this place in the winter, vendors just come there in drones. Vendors everywhere. Tyson Wells, RV show, up and down the streets, they lease out spaces to, little grocery stores. And I mean, it is just, it's like a huge flea market. So if that's not your thing, to shop and to spend money on stuff, you might not want to go to Quartzsite, Arizona, because that's a big part of it right there. Another thing, another reason you might want to avoid Quartzsite, Arizona is the town itself. It is a town of a post office, a library, there's a shipping place there, a few restaurants, and a little bit of shopping. The restaurants, some are good, some are not. Mainly all very overpriced. The shopping for grocery shopping or dollar store shopping, very tight parking, very, very, very small aisles, overly crowded, and very barren shelves. And that is the reality of shopping in Quartzsite, Arizona. So guys, though it can be wonderful, these are the reasons that you might want to avoid going to Quartzsite, Arizona. If you love gems and rocks and, that's your thing, by all means, Quartzsite is the place for you to go. But if that doesn't interest you, another reason to avoid it. So I have had 3 straight winters in Quartzsite, Arizona. I have experienced the good, the bad, and the ugly. I have shown wonderful things about it. I have been to the events. I've been to the RTR, the WRTR. I've experienced it in all different ways. And today, I'm talking about the reasons you might not want to experience it. But everybody should go just once. It is a calling for all of us nomads to go to Quartzsite, Arizona. So please take my advice. Don't just sit around and watch videos of me showing you the WRTR or talking about these events. Get in your car, get in your SUV, your van, your box truck, your RV, whatever you got. Go down to Quartzsite, Arizona and experience this. You must as a nomad, you must. It's an experience you'll never forget. Well, guys, I enjoyed talking about Quartzsite. As you can see, I have left Quartzsite and I went to the WRTR, had a wonderful time. I'm going to link that video right at the end of this, so if you want to check that out, you can. You should. It was a great time. I had a wonderful time. I ate the icing off the cake, and I went for what I wanted out of Quartzsite, and after it was not fun to me anymore, I left. That's why we live on our house on wheels. All right, guys, have a great week. We'll see you next time. May the sun light up your days and the stars light up your nights. Until next time, YouTube, we'll see ya.